Welcome to the 7th episode of Have Had Will Travel. I'm your host, Xheetah Red, and this podcast touches on all modes of transportation, the stories that move us, and travel reviews. Today, I am thrilled to introduce a true trailblazer of the travel industry, a Black female entrepreneur with over 20 years of experience as a travel agent. She's helped countless of clients turn their dream trips into reality through her business, Just Pack and Go. Her no-nonsense style, deep expertise, and unparalleled dedication to her craft earned her the respect and loyalty in an ever-changing industry. In this episode, no refunds, no apologies, just pack and go, we'll dive into the stories, wisdoms, and behind-the-scenes secrets of a lifetime spent navigating the world of travel. Let's give her a warm welcome. I want to thank you so very much for taking the time out of your busy day to spend a few moments reminiscing with us. How are you doing today?
Pretty good, thanks.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you spent over 20 years as a travel agent, an incredible accomplishment. What first sparked your passion for this kind of career? How did you break into the travel industry?
Well, it was actually my travel agent that encouraged me to sell travel myself. And I was a little skeptical in the beginning, but then I started what she suggested, just talking to my friends, and then they became my clients.
Amazing. So travel trends may come and go, but great advice never goes out of style. What were your top travel tips for clients back in the day? And which ones are still just as relevant as today?
I specialize in cruising, group cruises in particular, and I would always encourage my clients to arrive at least one day ahead of time. If you could do two, even better.
Really?
But really, don't just come in the day of your cruise. Anything can happen if you're flying from wherever, your home, getting into your departure city, your port city. Things can go awry. So arrive early and sort of relax, enjoy your port city, and then you're cruising the next day or two.
Now, let's dive into your treasure trove of stories. Can you share one amazing travel story with me?
I was involved with a young man proposal of marriage to his fiancée. I helped them plan their trip to Europe, which is where he wanted to propose to his girlfriend at the time. And when they got back from their trip, he, included me on how things went. And it was nice planning that with him, a surprise for her. She knew about the trip, but not the purpose of the trip. So it was nice to be involved in that.
Oh.
They went to Venice and just had a wonderful time, just like we, planned.
So can you tell me or share with me one challenging or difficult experience since you've been a travel agent for 20 years?
Surprisingly, another honeymoon type situation. The husband and wife were each paying towards their honeymoon. Husband paid his portion. Wife did not pay everything. She was always having financial issues, and we came down to final payment. And so I said, don't worry, you just pay me when you can. Let me just take care of that for you. Don't worry. You pay me before your travel. And she was so appreciative that, I was going to be able to help her like that. And then it was months after she returned that I finally got payment. And only because I mentioned it to the husband finally. Because I thought it was unfair. I'm helping her, and even gave them a discount because I said, okay, well, that'll be my
little gift towards them.
And so I cut my commission in half, and then there you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no good deed.
Yes, sounds like it. Okay, last question. Can you tell me one outright wild or ugly tale from your time as a travel agent?
I don't think I'm addressing your question directly, but here's something that happened that I wish hadn't happened. The wife was planning a surprise anniversary cruise for her husband, and family and friends were coming along. I don't know how or what she was telling him exactly, but we were planning the trip. She was the one that I was speaking to, the decision maker. Never spoke with him, but she told me that, we're doing this. And I've said already that this was a surprise. I did not know it was a surprise.
Oh, no.
And there was an occasion where a decision had to be made, and I was calling to get some input. I called, the husband answered the phone, and so I just spoke to him, whatever it was, and what do you think? And he really sounded a little confused, but he says, well, you know what? Let me get back to you. He hemmed it on, and then later on, I got a phone call from not my client, the wife, but a friend who was also coming on the cruise, and saying how upset the wife was. And I'm like, I was confused. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. She says, it was a surprise to the husband. I said, well, it would be good if I had been told that.
Oh, wow.
So I really felt bad that, I ruined the surprise for him. But had I been told, if I were in on it, that would have been great. And so definitely, if you're planning a surprise, tell the people that you're working with that it's a surprise to a particular person. And then it may go a little bit smoother. I really felt bad about that.
Oh, wow. I can see why. Okay, tell me your story.
Yes, I was really excited about this particular client. He wanted to fulfill his wife's dream of going to Hawaii. And so he planned it for her 50th birthday. He arranged for a trip to Hawaii for her. And so she knew about it, but she did not realize that she was going to be accompanied by her mom, her sister, and a couple friend of theirs. And it was just a total surprise. And everyone arrived separately. She did not know until they were in Hawaii that her family and friends were there as well. Aww. So it was a wonderful occasion, and she was just totally clueless. And when she returned and I got a chance to speak with her on the phone and everything, she was all excited. And then she wanted to refer me to someone else to do something similar, for her husband. It was just wonderful to be a part of that. She got her dream trip, and it was also a wonderful surprise to have her family and friend around. So
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, that was fun.
Now, what about you? Have you taken any trips that you just would love to say, hey, you know what? Xheetah Red, you need to go here. You need to pack up and make the trip.
I enjoyed Fiji. It was a place I've always wanted to go. Got there, and it's a small place, but the people are just so warm and very curious. They will stop you and just ask you questions about yourself. They could tell that you're a visitor. They're very curious, and they'll just come up and speak with you. And where do you live? So what do you do? Do you make good money? just curious. But again, that was some time ago. That was even before I started my travel business. But Fiji is one of the trips that I truly enjoyed. Done a lot of Caribbean cruising, of course. Now I'd like to spend some more time some time in Europe. I'm just starting visiting that continent, I guess we could call it.
And you are officially retired as a travel agent.
Yes. As of this year, January, February, I closed up shop, not renewing any licenses, and happily so.
What
Gives
was
me
the
more
straw?
time, I guess, to travel.
I was going to say, what was the straw that broke the camel's back where you just said, you know what? I think I'm done.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, okay, so I work with a couple of ladies that work through my company. They're independent agents through my travel agency. And when we talk, I said, I think I stayed a year too long because it just got to be so much. There were more demands, I think, from clients, as there are a lot of things that they could do for themselves. And of course, that continues to be the case because with the internet, you can do a lot. And I think what I was offering was expertise, but also personal care, hands-on personal care, as opposed to just an internet presence. So let's just say, however, there are people who are comfortable just doing everything online. And for those people, it was so much easier for them to do everything. So not so much for me to do anymore. And
Travel
that was
industry
really one of the
change.
reasons that the impetus to just sort of step back.
Right.
And then, it sort of came to a natural end.
Yeah, that's why you named your company Just Pack and Go.
Yes, I did everything else. You just pack and go.
That makes sense. I am actually one of the few clients of yours that I will deeply and dearly miss you. I am one of the few people that I would like no responsibility. I really would like to just pack and go.
Well, thank you for saying that.
I really want you to book the flights. I really want you to give me the all-inclusive everything. I truly do not want to think about any of those things. So I try and take care of my travel agents. And now you are passing me on to a new travel industry person who her and her husband will be taking over.
Yes. Kat and Jan, they are experts, and their expertise is Europe. They also do cruises, but their expertise is Europe, and they are maybe in business coming up on about a year, but they've traveled extensively. And as friends with them and their family, we've traveled together. Interesting places, exotic places, Mediterranean cruises, Baltic cruises. We've cruised in Europe. As I said, I'm just getting started with that. But yeah, they're a wonderful couple and they love travel.
Well, I can't wait to meet them and interview them. And congratulations on you retiring and entering into your own retirement through European travel.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. And as we wrap up, let's not forget the people who make our adventures possible, our travel agents, flight attendants, and pilots. Behind every smooth trip is someone who worked hard to make it happen. So the next time you fly, give a kind word or a smile to your flight crew, your cruise crew, show patience with your gate agents, and never underestimate the value of a great travel advisor. To my honored guest, I thank you so very much for sharing your stories, your wisdom, and your incredible legacy with us today. Your journey is a testament to the power of passion, resilience, and dedication in creating a career that truly inspires. Thank you for joining us on Have Had Will Travel. Please keep engaging authentically, living your story to the fullest, and stay tuned for more insights, interviews, and discussions in our upcoming episodes. Remember, travel agents don't just sell travel. They sell stress-free vacations created with expert knowledge and keen attention to detail. Until next time, stay adventurous, everyone. Just pack and go. And you make the most of this beautiful day. Have Had Will Travel. Xheetah loves you. Bye-bye.